Shalom, shalom, shalom. Barakatah to the Father of lights. Peace and blessings to the Son and big brother to the kingdom, Yahweh Shai. All praises due. Peace and blessings, Royal House of David. It's your King and Shepherd with another message of daily edification. Gonna be doing some more videos today. Well, at least one of them right here. I'm gonna show y'all a disillusioned white man. All right. I ain't heard nothing this silly in quite a while. See, this is what happens when you got white privilege and you don't live in reality. I'm gonna let you hear what this guy got to say, man. I was blown away. I mean, I don't know what world he living in. You know, this dude probably never even been in a fist fight. Listen to him.
Asked me, what does it look like if the U.S. collapses? Let's discuss this just briefly here. The underlying infrastructure and the underlying assets don't just disappear. Like the U.S. collapses, your house doesn't vanish into a puff of smoke. Your roads and bridges, for you roads and bridges people that won't stop talking about roads and bridges, they don't just vanish, right? They don't just go away. That infrastructure stays right pretty much where it is. Maybe it moves like a tenth of a millimeter or something like that because of tectonic shift or something like that. But dude, it's not, overall, they're not going to go anywhere. So, what happens is the currency goes away. That's the same thing that happened in the Soviet Union. The country of Russia is still very much around. It is still there. And all of those factories, many of them are still there physically, and some are still operating to this day. What happens is that the people who have been running a Ponzi scheme gotta leave. They gotta go. They'll probably be hunted more than likely, but that's all that happens. I mean, everybody has this idea of what a collapse of the U.S. would look like. They think Road Warrior, right? Well, yeah, that's great propaganda. Movies like that are awesome. That's why Hollywood makes movies like that. I mean, aside from them being entertainment, that's true. But they make those movies so that people fear the unknown of oh my God, it collapses. And so we should be afraid because everybody's going to have to be armed all the time and we're not able to go anywhere or do anything. Put yourself in the position. Dude, you don't have a monopoly on morality, do you? Probably not. You're just as big a piece of shit as everybody else is on this planet, right? So what makes you think that everybody is just immediately going to go completely crazy violent? What makes you think we're going to have Thunderdome? Yeah, that's just not realistic. First of all, keep this in mind. The average American can't spend 10 minutes on a treadmill, let alone 10 days rioting and looting. So that's not going to happen. So, this is stuff to keep in mind, that when you're talking about a collapse, it's pretty much an economic collapse. That means that all the fake billionaires go away. Actually, many of them will be on the run because a lot of them will be hunted because they're in no small part responsible for a lot of problems that have been caused here, and not because of capitalism, but because of money printing, because of counterfeiting, and because of their part in it. And all the order followers, right? Now, don't get me wrong, there'll be a lot of scores settled with cops, judges, prosecutors, etc. And frankly, a lot of it's probably deserved. If you're looking for sympathy, you need to dig out a dictionary and look between shit and syphilis for that, because you're not going to find it here. So I'm just telling you, this is the way that things really actually are. When you talk about a collapse, it's pretty much economic. Now, the question is, what happens to all the firepower and armaments? Well, that's going to get dispersed, probably. That's going to make its way into the hands of the general public. And once again, most of the general public aren't going to do anything super exotic with them because they have to deal with the back end of that. There's always going to be crazy, stupid people. That's not going to not be a thing. But I would just be very cautious in thinking that everyone is just going to lose their mind. That's just not true. Are you going to go out and it's sort of like the argument of, if we ended the war on drugs, are you immediately going to go on the spike? because the war on drugs is over. So it's like, oh, good deal. I've been waiting my whole life to, go chase it, go chase the dragon. No, you're probably not going to do that, right? If you were going to do that, you would have already done it. That's how you think of a collapse. So somebody asked me, what does it look like?
Nothing's gonna happen. Well, this is this is preposterous. Why would you think people are gonna snap and hurt each other? What's going on? Why would you think that? See, that what you call a bona fide victim. See, he the type to get a home invasion. They kick his motherfucking door in, and he's sitting there eating popcorn or something. Hey guys, hey, come on. Come on. Can we talk about this? Come on, you really don't want to take my stuff? Motherfucker, are you serious? Let me tell y'all something, man. I got a small glimpse of what it will be like. Years ago, I was in my 20s when the LA riots happened after Rodney King got his ass whooped out there. And they let them cops off. Ted Brasino, Timothy Wynn, Stacy Coon, and it was one more. I mean, they whooped his motherfucking ass in front of the whole world. They whooped Rodney ass, all right? It was all on tape, all on camera. The whole world saw it. So when them motherfuckers got off, all right, when that verdict was read, I'll never forget, all right? I was a school bus driver at the time. I was maybe 22, 23, and I didn't hear the verdict read because I was driving on my way back to the yard. I used to work out at Gardena yard, all right, in the city of Gardena. And I just dropped off my last stop in Hollywood, and I was on my way into the yard. Gardena's about, I say about 10, 15 miles from Hollywood, give or take. And all of a sudden, I started seeing little things happening. People was all out on the street, just milling around, And then as I drove up the streets, as I drove up the blocks, I started seeing more and more people coming out. And then the further I went, people started wiling out, breaking glass and, jumping on top of cars, and I didn't know what the fuck happened. And funny thing is, on my way into the yard, I actually passed right through Florence Avenue in Normandy. That's where Reginald Denny got his head caved in by those 8-tray gangster Crips over there. Damian Football Williams. Some of y'all might be old enough to remember that. That's the gang over there. They stopped his truck, snatched it. I don't know what he was thinking, all right? I wouldn't have got out in no truck, and I wouldn't have got off that gas. If they want to get run over, that's on them. But typical white man, just like this one. Hey guys, come on, let's talk about this. That man damaged to this day. They busted his head wide open on camera, on TV, live, right? I mean, they was pissed off, and it was bad to be a white man around that time. So I remember driving on my way home, when I got to the yard, when I saw the replay of him getting his ass beat, I'm like, damn, I just went through there, Well, I'm glad I didn't get caught up, but on my way home, oh my God, man. I couldn't even. I remember driving home. My needle to this day. I keep a half a tank. I keep a half a tank. My needle was almost on E because I didn't get gas that morning. You know, young, don't do nothing, don't get no gas. Just well, I'll get it when I get off. You never know what's gonna happen when you get off. My damn gas light was coming on and going off, but I made it home. But man, I started to stop even while people was wilding, and when I pulled up to the booth where you pay for the gas, it didn't hit me to what was really going on until I saw the flames flickering up. They had threw a Molotov cocktail in the thing where you buy the damn gas at. So I'm like, oh shit, it's like that. So I hopped in the car and skirted on out and went home, and I mean, shit, man, the whole city was on fire. And that was just for reading a verdict. These niggas could still go to the bank. They could still, you know, they had money in the bank, wasn't nothing affecting their money or nothing like that. It was just over a verdict. Now, the only ones that didn't get affected, they had barriers set up so you couldn't go to the valley. Beverly Hills had barricades set up. Beverly Hills PD was out there all up Santa Monica Boulevard, and they were, because they knew that's the first place niggas was gonna go. All right. During them 3 days, they raided, they burnt down, I don't know how many swap meets. The Gage swap meet got burnt down. Crenshaw swap meet got burnt down. Compton swap meet got burnt down. The only one they didn't get was the Slauson off of Slauson and Western. That's the one, and you know who was up there? Mau Mau. So the next day, I went out, I went to work, I went by there, and I saw a whole bunch of the local neighborhood thugs out there casing it because they wanted to get in. Mau Mau was up there with automatic weapons, all right? And I'm talking about they had the good shit. So them niggas didn't get that one. They had the Slauson locked up tight. They had a store called, it was a surplus, a Western Surplus. It's a church now from back then. You know why? Because same gang over there, right off of Western and Manchester, A-Tray. I'm name calling today. They ran in there and they had got those guns out of there because over there, the surplus store, they used to sell guns over there. Some of them don't. Some of them gave it up, but they came out there with all them guns, man. But I wasn't there, but I knew a guy from A-Tray, may rest in peace. I ain't gonna call his name out, but he died some years ago, but he was one of them that ran up in there. And he said when they got in the parking lot, man, 2 white vans rolled up on them and jacked them for the guns. They were some Muslims, you know. FOI got them, Fruit of Islam. So in the middle of them jacking, they got jacked. So it was crazy like that. Everywhere you look, man, it was just destruction. All right. People robbing fucking furniture stores. I seen people carrying fucking chairs across the goddamn street, TVs and shit, on their back. Okay, chairs, tables. The swap meets they robbed. They stole clothes out of there. Anything they can get. Tennis shoes, you know niggas. Tennis shoes, K-Swiss, Nike. I mean, these niggas were coming up like a bubble. All right. But you know what happened, right? They had them cameras out by there. LAPD, they had these dumbass bitches on TV bragging about what they got. You know, oh yeah, look what I got my baby. I got him the Oshkosh. I got him the Oshkosh overalls, and oh yeah, it only cost this much, but I got a good discount on it. You know, trying to be funny and shit. And then these dumbass niggas was taking furniture out of their house, putting it on the curb, and then putting the new furniture in the house. And all the police rolled up and saw who had furniture on the curb, went right up in the house, and hauled their black ass right on down to the Twin Towers. Yeah, I remember all that shit. Now that's off of a verdict being read. What the fuck you think these niggas gonna do. And like I say, I don't know what type of bowl of cereal this motherfucker was eating on, but the white folks finna crack too. They gonna be worse than these niggas. You know why? If niggas act like that, niggas is used to being broke. Niggas are like roaches. All right, niggas are like roaches after a damn nuclear detonation. They gonna be the only ones surviving. Niggas can survive off of anything. Cornflakes and bologna sandwiches. Niggas eating Fritos and goddamn milk for dinner and shit and live. Niggas eating cornflakes with beer and the shit. Niggas eat anything and live and stay alive and stay alive. All right. This white man ain't trying to. White man, if that motherfucker account dropped to $500,000, he finna jump off a window. All right. His wife paying $20,000 every 2 weeks just to get her goddamn nails done. $8,000 for a hairdo. All right. That motherfucker, no, he ain't finna last. They not built like that. This is why this motherfucker on here talking about what ain't gonna be in. Oh, come on. You don't have morality. You don't have the market cornered on morality, do ya? See, these white folks finna get it, man. They ain't gonna know what the fuck hit them. They gonna get ran over by a bullet train. All right? Don't tell me what a nigga won't do. These motherfuckers scared. He living, I mean, this motherfucker, man, when I saw this, I'm like, this motherfucker crazy. Well, I'm going to tell y'all what the Bible say about it, man. I'm going to tell you what the Bible say. Let's go to Matthew chapter 24. Let's drop it down to verse 21. For then shall be great tribulation, not seen since the beginning of time, nor since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. And except those days be shortened, there should be no flesh saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. All right? So I don't know what the fuck he talking about. I don't know. He just think motherfuckers gonna be sitting around broke, no money, all their life savings gone, motherfucker to work 25, 30 years, all of his retirement is just wiped out. Zero bank amount. The stores got one roll of toilet paper in the motherfucker, and they gonna be in there fighting over that. All right? Niggas gonna be wiping their ass with their hands and shit. All right? He just think people gonna be riding around on bikes and say, hey, morning, how are ya? Yeah, just another day, no money, but other than that, life's good. I can't get the things I need, but life is great. He really think that's how it's gonna be. These fucking white people, man, I tell you. He really think ain't nothing gonna happen to his ass. He really think that, you know, this world is going to continue the way it is. You got some niggas like that too. Nobody right now is checking for what's happening. See, they too worried about Diddy sucking dick. See, you can distract niggas with just about anything. All right, you can distract niggas with just about anything, and that's what's going on now. Diddy and all that shit. Yeah, it's something. It's interesting, but they have to make it. See, they got to make it juicy for niggas to bite. And I mean, look, man, they coming out with the shit. I know. I was watching it too, but see, I watch everything. I ain't distracted by Diddy. I'm just like, damn, this is like gumbo. Diddy was the damn sausages, no pun intended. Got the crab leg, got everything, right? That's a big ass part of gumbo. Diddy's just one ingredient in that shit. I'm looking at that. I'm looking at the strike coming. The local the Teamsters throwing that strike. I'm looking at them. They've approved long-range missiles to enter into Russia from the United States. That's real big. Because now Putin like, okay, y'all want to play. All right? They finna turn this motherfucker into a war zone. I pray that y'all been diligent, staying squared up, and keeping your mind stayed on thee. All right? I pray that you ain't been one of these people disillusioned like him because had nothing happened yet, man. It's getting ready to go down. I'm sounding the alarm now. I pray y'all ain't been some of the people that's done went back out into the world. We got some in here that floated right on back out to the world and got attached. Right? Years ago, I was telling people, you know, well, I'm gonna go to college. I'm gonna do this. I'm like, probably won't want to hear this, but college ain't gonna matter, man, in 4 years. I told some people that, and they did it anyway. I said, well, you see what your college education gonna get you now, right? How many college educated kids is at home right now with their parents? How many of them at home right now can't pay no bills, can't get no apartments because apartments is $35,000 to $4,000 a month? How many of them can't even buy a house? How many people that was working is on the streets right now, starving? They got doctors, they got auto mechanics. That booyah, man, that white motherfuckers off the set, okay? I'm talking about if you go to Oakland right now, all right? That I've been to Oakland a couple of times. Now, this was back in 89, 90. Had a high crime rate. They don't call it the city of dope for nothing. I'm talking about it's Smokerville, all right? Everybody a goddamn smoker in Oakland, all right? Oaktown was no joke. Smoking and pimping, that's their thing down there. LA is gangbanging. Everywhere they got and drug dealing, all right? But every area got its own specialty, okay? Even back then, it wasn't that damn bad. I mean, yeah, you had to watch your ass, right? Especially if you was an out-of-towner, right? But other than that, shit, you know, you could get by. But now, you better not go to no Oakland. You better not go to San Francisco either. And let me tell y'all what they doing with these migrants, man. Do you know why they can get away with shit? Because there's no record of them. They over here. Millions of them. So when they go upside your head in the back alley, police might get them. They gonna drag them in there and they gonna question them. And he just gonna sit there and be like, and some of them look real young. You don't even know how fucking old they are. Like, hello, name and age. How old are you? I'm 14. Motherfucker 25. But you can't tell. And guess what? He ain't got no ID on him. Okay, they ain't got no fingerprints. He ain't in the system. So he might be in there a couple of more hours, but then they gotta let him go. They can't charge the motherfucker with nothing because they don't know who to charge. You see? Now, you get G-Dog and P.D. Loke in there, guess what? Reginald Jenkins Thompson, born 1979, grew up here, went to this school, fingerprints in the system, all right, got 3 priors, he a 2 striker. See, they got all the information on him. They got all the information on him. He got what's called a jacket. These motherfuckers come from a totally different country, man. A foreign country where all the records was wiped out. These motherfuckers is child molesters, rapists, cartel members, everything. And they just sitting there just smiling like. And this fucking white boy think that these motherfuckers ain't finna get in his ass. Unbelievable. All right. Frisco is wiped out. The streets is damn near empty. All of the goddamn shops is closed up there. I've been to Frisco once. Never liked it because of, Kind of like a booty town, man. You know, the faggots up there. I mean, they're everywhere, man. But goddamn, you know, they got Peaches and fucking Precious up there, and Antoine. You know, fuck that. I don't even like being around that shit. All right, they got them in LA too, though. Shit, they got faggots everywhere. They even got them in Compton now, everywhere. Everywhere you go. All right, working at hair shops and shit. You know, they got Peaches up there, putting that thick, nappy ass baby hair. Right here on the forehead. You see that shit? Should be all knotted up. Yeah. So it's like, goddamn. I don't know what world this dude living in, man. I know I didn't give y'all a lot of scripture today, man. I'm just talking, you know, off top. All right. If you come across a video like that, do not listen to it. Do not think that this dude got the foggiest idea what he talking about. All right. I didn't live through some shit. Shit. I remember where I didn't been places, man, where shit pop off and there ain't no riot going. There wasn't no verdict read. All right. That's why we got this dumbass crack on here talking about you would have been better off in Compton. No disrespect to Compton, man. No disrespect to Watts. No disrespect to Inglewood. Lived in Inglewood too. All right. But I know where the fuck I'm at. And I know where I'm happiest at. I can go to sleep. I ain't got no fucking burglar bars, nothing, all right? None of the houses do, because we don't have a high crime area where I stay at. We all the way in the back. Not saying there can't nothing happen, but I came out the war zone, grew up in it. I grew up where my area you really couldn't have nothing because motherfuckers always trying to take your shit, man. So, I don't know what, and I can't wait till they get his cracker ass too. You know what I'm talking about? Forrest Gump, all right? They gon' where you think they coming when this shit go down? They gonna come out right out there where y'all at with that dirty ass water. That's what they gonna do when the trouble start. And I hope they bust your fucking head open, man. For real. You a ignorant motherfucker. All right. So that's he's another one. He don't believe what's getting ready to happen to his ass. You know? He just a cat in a room full of rocking chairs. Just waiting. So when that rocking chair come across that tail and cut that shit off, you'll understand where the fuck we at right now. Shit getting ready to go down. All right? Don't be fooled. Don't be ignorant. All right? We are here. Think about it. I got 3 minutes left, y'all. I've been talking this for how many years? Now, before the booyah even came, right? Before the booyah, think about it. How was things? 2019, 2018. You was going to work, coming home, you had a routine. You know, y'all can go out, have your little bullshit ass girls night out. Go get your Cosmos. Go get your Cosmos. All right? Sit your ass down and talk about work all week and all that. Well, where you at now? Where you at now? I mean, you could do it if you got some money, but I bet your pockets is a whole lot lighter now, huh? The booyah wiped all that shit out and people thought it was going to go back to what it was, and it's never going back there. America is deteriorating. America is done. Don't be fooled. Don't be ignorant. Okay? Know where you at. And I'm telling y'all, when this shit goes down, the royal house will be delivered. If you part of it. I ain't been out here in this damn, it's hot as hell right now. But I ain't getting out the car. I'm gonna finish this vid. But look here. Do you really think I'm finna be out here all this time doing this shit and it wasn't real? You think I'm gonna be out here wasting my damn time, all right? When I could be back home, lean back with some AC blowing, okay? You really believe that I'm gonna be out here doing this and the Most High not gonna reward me? Shit, you a damn fool. You a damn fool, all right? I've been sending my timber up, and I know the Most High pays well. I don't ask y'all for no money. I'm gonna get it from him. He gonna pay me. He said, whatever you done gave up, man, you gonna receive double in the kingdom. So that's why I done all these videos. I'm edifying, I study, I read, and I keep myself, all right, away from the bullshit. I remove myself from bullshit people. I remove myself from fucked up family members. I remove myself from old acquaintances. I remove myself from everybody with that negative ass energy, because I don't want nothing hindering me when it's time. And it's not. Shit, I'm regimented. I'm out here with y'all every day. Y'all know I ain't doing nothing. Shit. So, hey, all praises. I pray y'all was edified, man. I've been bumping my gums for 30 goddamn minutes. But hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I'm just trying to warn y'all. Don't be fooled and don't be ignorant. All right? That's the message for today. All right. I want to give all praises to the royal house of David. Peace and blessings to Yahweh Shai. And all praises, most of all, to the Father of Light, Yahweh. All right? I'll catch y'all on the next video. KD out. Shalom.